Char Margolis, Char Communications Incorporated, and Char Vision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on Char Vision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is Char Vision.
Hey everybody, it's Sunny and Char, and it's October 21st, 2022, and it's Tony too. How are you, Tony?
I'm good. Ready for Halloween.
Hey, is it cold in California?
No, actually it gets chilly at night, but in the day it's still nice
still
and
good?
70, 80s, yeah. So
That's good. So what's going on there? I voted. Did you vote yet?
already? No, I actually am gonna vote in person. So
Well, you know what? I voted in person.
oh, you did? I'm
Yeah.
sure I can. I think you can.
No,
I just
but
haven't.
This is what I did. I drove over to the city clerk, and because I was going to get an absentee ballot, and I didn't realize it, but if you get an absentee ballot, you have to get one every year.
Oh,
Like, you have to keep renewing it.
I didn't know that.
And there was a nice lady there, and she said, "Here's a piece of paper. Do you want, here, this will tell you about the voting." And I said, "No, I don't need it." And so, because I knew exactly what I was going to do. And she said, "Well, just go in one of those booths." There were like 20 booths, maybe 30 booths, and no one was there but me.
I was gonna say, was it packed? But I guess you just answered.
No one was there but me because it's not voting day.
Oh,
But they let me do the mail-in vote early
nice.
and just drop it in the thing. And now I don't have to worry about going voting.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's such a good feeling to have that behind me because it's just so scary what's going on politically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and look what's happening in London.
Oh my
God, I
gosh,
know
what
we
a-
got
Talk about a short-lived.
people who watch us in London. That's got to be really, really,
Yeah.
like insecure.
Yeah, that's crazy. What,
Especially-
40, 41, 44 days, something like that she's stayed in office?
Yeah, and their economy's way worse than ours. Way worse. Their recession is way worse. So God only knows. I worry about the enough energy to warm places in Europe because of what's going on in the Ukraine.
I heard there's a El Nino that's happening this year. So the north and the north parts of the states are going to get hit hard again with winter weather, and then the southern states like California and all the way across is going to be drier as usual.
California is going to be more dry. I mean, the Colorado River is drying up. Lake Mead is drying up. It's a mess.
I know.
But they are going to do desalination that I read. So
We
that's
need
good.
it.
Yeah, it's a really good thing. So I hope everybody at home is doing well and that you had a good week. And I want to welcome all the TikTokers. I just left TikTok and I want to welcome everybody. And I posted something weird that was wrong. And thank God for John Edward and Jonathan Lewis because they told me I posted something and it was really, really wrong. So anyway, thank God they've got my back. And tonight, so this is what's happened. I got, I don't know if it was a Facebook message or something online or an email from a nice lady named Cheryl. And then Cheryl had watched when we had Jennifer on. Now, you guys, let's bring them on. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, everybody.
Jennifer, you look great, by the way. So, if you guys remember, Jennifer is our friend who's been going through the cancer thing. So Cheryl watched the show with Jennifer and said that she has a testimonial and actually some uplifting news that we think will help Jennifer. So we decided, me, myself, and I, to put them both on today. So, Cheryl,
Yes.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank
And you too, Jennifer.
It's nice to meet you, Cheryl.
So Cheryl, tell us exactly what it was that's gone on. Tell us your story.
Okay, well, back in February, I was diagnosed with endometrial serous carcinoma and found out it was stage 4.
Oh, wow.
And went through total abdominal hysterectomy, followed by 6 rounds of chemotherapy, which the last one was on July 12th. And that's shortly after that, I decided to call into your show, hoping to connect with my mother. And lo and behold, I was the first caller on, and which shocked me.
You can thank Tony for that. Tony's the
yes, thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Tony. Thank you so much. And so, Char, you connected with my mother, and I had been getting Facebook pictures. My mom was a huge Rod Stewart fan, and I was getting every day Rod Stewart, saying good morning, good evening, good night. And I also got signs of roses, which that's my mom's favorite flower. I had butterflies. And Char, you knew about my husband's upcoming dentist appointment, and that he was going to have an implant.
Oh, wow.
And also how he doesn't communicate very well.
Oh.
And that was spot on.
That'll happen.
All of that, yes. And so you and my mom both said you thought I'd be just fine, and which I was happy to hear. And it was 2 weeks after that I had my final CT scan. And that showed that there was no more evidence of cancer. So I was cancer free. Yay.
Thank God.
Yes, thank God. And thank you to all your visionaries who sent in their prayers and well wishes. I think that had a lot to do with it too. And since then, I've been back to golfing and walking up to 6 miles a day.
Oh, wow.
Kayaking, riding my bike. And now I just go in. Oh, and as you can see, I'm getting my hair back slowly but surely.
Well, and good for you. Oh, yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's happening.
Yes.
It's happening. And oh, you know what? There's really good stuff you can take for. I'm not allowed to give out medical advice, but I had COVID, and then I had some hair loss. Like, you get hair loss after COVID. And thank God I didn't have a lot of hair loss because I've been blessed with my hair. But I got something called Nutrafol for women. It's a little expensive, but it really works. Nutrafol, Nutrafol, I think it is, for women. There's different.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. So anyway, so then you saw Jennifer on the show.
I saw Jennifer on the show, and I thought, I need to update Char on my cancer journey. So I Facebook messaged you because I follow you on Facebook. I started following you on TikTok and everywhere. YouTube.
So
I watch all your shows. I've read your book.
Oh, thank you.
It was great.
Oh, you're the one that read the book.
Yeah, I'm one of many that read the book.
Thank you so much. You're so kind. I have a Patreon thing too that I'm starting for a once a month positive energy group.
I saw that, and I might have to join that now too.
Well, you don't have to, but you're always welcome if the spirit moves.
Thank you. Yeah. So anyway, I messaged you and gave you an update on my cancer journey.
Okay.
And then
that was so special. So Jennifer, how are you doing?
So that I was getting a little teary-eyed, and I have to say I did not lose all my hair. I've lost quite a bit of it, but with colorectal cancer, the chemotherapy, I had about I think it was 10 rounds. I honestly lost count. And you don't lose all your hair, but I've lost quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
Just a little side note.
It totally comes back.
Well, and the medicine they had me on during chemo, I actually lost 25 pounds the first month. And then they were like, you're losing too much weight. So that we figured it out with the medicine. And I've actually gained all of that weight back and then some. So
hey, you look great.
You can't tell. You can't.
I can't tell that you have like cancer in different places in your body.
Yes. So so how I'm doing in answer to your question, I wanted to, because it's weird because my friends are like, you don't look sick. But they know what's going on, obviously.
Right.
And I've had the radiation, had the chemo, and now we're going to do 2 major surgeries that will involve the removal or partial removal of 6 different organs. So the first one is in 2.5 weeks. And then normally you would have a 4-month recovery time from that, but they need to get to the liver because it metastasized to the liver. So then there'll be a surgery. If everything goes correctly in the first surgery, the second surgery will be about 8 weeks later, sometime in January. So, so how I'm doing, I am so much better than I was. And that's what I said to you earlier. It was last month, I guess. I've lost track of the time.
Yeah, you were on the show and you said you're much, much better. I can tell your energy is much, much better.
I'm much better, but I'm also getting a little anxious. And I've been saying my using the egg and protection and all of that, because I'm getting a little anxious about the surgery coming up. But Cheryl, go ahead, Cheryl.
Did I teach you about tapping?
You did. You did.
Yeah. Tapping?
Yeah, please do it again, because wasn't it the wrist? On the wrist?
No. Oh, see, you didn't listen. So
she called you out.
You take your dominant hand and and this goes for every visionary or Char visionary, all you people watching. You take your dominant hand and you take your index finger and your third finger. And then you take your other hand and you put that behind your ring finger and your baby finger. So right there.
Okay.
And you say, I am cancer free, and tap 6 times. I am cancer free, and tap 6 times. Now, let's say you live in fear. Say, I live with faith and love. 6 times. I live with faith and love. Okay. I don't know. I have to figure out what to say, because you can make up your own little sayings. I delete fear in my life, and then tap 6 times. I don't allow fear in my life. Fear is not welcome here. How's that? 6 times. Fear is not welcome here. Whatever feels right to you. Let's say you have anger management issues or something. I will not be angry. I will not be angry. And then you just tap 6 times. So like if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're worried about something, you just can do the tapping. You can do the white light and mirror dag, and then you can do the tapping, and it really works. So, while you were talking, Jennifer, this is what I was thinking about. Your doctors are brothers, right? That are going to do the surgery.
The first surgery, it's brothers. Yep.
Is that where they're doing 2 different things? They're doing the colorectal and the liver, or what?
So I'll give you, maybe this is an overshare, but they're removing the tumors are wrapped into the uterus. So they're doing a radical hysterectomy. They're removing the entire rectum and then part of the colon.
Okay.
And so one brother is focusing on the rectum and colon, and the other brother's focusing. I mean, it sounds ridiculous.
No, it doesn't. But I'm going to tell you what I think.
Yeah.
I think they are like all in, and it's the Super Bowl, and they're going to win. I feel like they're like these 2 guys that are like partners, and they can read each other's minds, and because they know each other so well, and they don't even almost have to say what they're doing. They can just they just know the next step intuitively.
So it's funny you say that, because I met with the colorectal surgeon a little over a month ago, and then I met with his brother, the obstetric surgeon, this just a couple of days ago, and they made almost the exact same joke.
Okay, now that's a sign. That's a sign. Don't you think, Cheryl, that's a sign?
That is a very good sign. Yes,
right?
definitely.
And they hate losing more than they like winning.
For sure.
They hate losing more than they like winning. So it's a done deal already. I think they're gonna like enjoy it. I mean,
it sounds like it'll be a challenge for them.
Yeah, right. An exciting challenge.
Yeah.
Exactly, Cheryl. And I think they're gonna like, you know, I think, you know, and I bet you have a good anesthesiologist, and I think that it's going to be great.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, I did. Char, and Cheryl, thank you for sharing your story, because every positive story helps. It really helps, because
yes,
it's just that reassurance. And I said that the last time when I spoke with Char and Jonathan Lewis a few weeks ago, it's hearing the affirmation of life and that you're going to be okay. And Char, to your point about the brothers, I have such good feelings about them. Like, they are funny, but they're clearly very smart and capable. And the liver surgeon, she is incredible. And when she walked in the room, because obviously we talk about intuition all the time. When she walked in the room, I was just like, she's incredible and she's spiritual. And
I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. I'm telling you, you're in God's hands. You're in the best of hands. And you know what? If I were you, I would just say, okay, you guys, I have all the faith in the world with you. Do your thing, and then you just go and a happy, sleepy, wherever it is you drift off to. You'll have a really good rest.
I think so. I mean, I'm like I said, there's the anxiety, but I do feel like I'm in really good hands.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, energetically, let them know you have all the faith in the world in them and mean it.
Yes.
And you will come out great.
I hear you. I hear you. In fact, I don't think you said it tonight. Sorry. I call it chemo brain. Apparently that's a real thing. So
yes, sure. It is.
The last time, just forgetting I used to have an incredible memory. My memory's not where it was. So
it'll come back. Don't worry.
Okay, good. But you know what? I'll forget you told me that. I'm joking. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll forget you told me that. But Char, the last time we spoke one-on-one a few weeks ago, you said you had a visual of the brothers high-fiving. Oh, and that made me laugh. You're saying, you're repeating, and I know you don't necessarily remember what you said. You said something very similar when we spoke a few weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. So when is your operation is when? Monday,
November 7th.
Okay. So we're all going to send healings. Cheryl, you got a lot of powerful healing in you.
I do. And I'm sending you all my prayers and thoughts, Jennifer. And November 7th, I go in for a blood test to see if my cancer is still gone.
Right.
It's a CA-125 test. And I have every confidence in the world that my cancer is gone for good.
Right.
And on the 8th, I will be getting the results of that test and going back to my doctor. So you'll be in my thoughts and prayers, Jennifer.
Okay. Well, and everybody's going to send you positive healing, Cheryl. But
thank you.
We're all going to focus on Jennifer on
yes.
the 7th and send all kinds of good prayers and positive thinking, and just kick in and try to look at the positive side, that you don't have to work, you don't have to use your brain, you can just relax. and
And-
get that, and get better.
Yes.
It sounds like you're in really good hands. Like Char said, just let them do their thing. And I too have a feeling you're going to be just fine.
I
Yay.
appreciate that, Cheryl. And I'm sending you love and healing as well, Cheryl.
Thank
and
you.
You have my email on the Zoom link. You
Yes.
have my, feel free. I would love to know how you're doing.
I
Well,
will. I'll let you know.
okay,
Thank you.
so Tony, you sent two people their emails, but that's okay. You did that.
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
They're not going to be stalkers to one another. Good.
No,
You guys keep in
but
touch.
maybe.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Okay, you guys keep in touch. I'm sending my love to both of you. And
thank you so much.
Good. Only positive. Touch wood 3 times. Poo poo kanahora. That everything goes well.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Tony.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I'll
Take
be
care of
thinking-
yourself.
I'll think of both of you on the 7th. Okay. God bless you. We're gonna take
God
some
bless you
comments,
too.
guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you all.
Bye.
Thank you, Char,
Bye-bye.
Cheryl, and Tony. Appreciate it. Good night.
Bye,
Good
Jennifer.
night.
Be well.
Good night.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So Tony just like popped the book up.
So there's the book. Make sure you get your book, your copy, leave a review because we love Char.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. Yeah, if you guys like the book, if you can go on Amazon and give a 5-star review, that would be like amazing. I would be grateful. And there's also something called Goodreads that needs more stars.
Oh, okay.
It's on Amazon. So
There we go.
I appreciate the ones that you already have left, you guys, because I know a lot of people have left. My publisher said, "My God, you have so many reviews on Amazon." I said, "It's not enough. Not enough." So let's get some callers in because we want to read. How are the phones doing?
Oh, the phones are already full, so
Okay,
they are hungry for some reading.
let's do it.
Okie dokie. So let's go with 541.
Okay, 541. Who is that?
Hi, Char. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? What's your name?
My name is Miley. I've spoke with you before, and I just adore you, and I think you're amazing. And I listen to you on TikTok and Char Vision and everything, and
you.
love you.
Is it Mayley? Miley. That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
What is it? Is it Hawaiian? What is it?
Yes. It's Miley Lonnie, but Miley is supposed to be easier.
I love Miley. So, did you have a question? Did you have a question?
I just have some court stuff going on with my kids' dad, and we're kind of in
so we're going to cut to the chase and talk about that. So, your ex-husband's like extremely difficult, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And he's a bully.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And you have a son, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And is it all about your son?
Kind of. I have 2 of them, and they're verbally abused, and we're in the middle of court to sort it out.
Because I feel, did you get a psychologist or a?
I did.
And did they?
Yes.
Did they write something up for you?
Yes, they did, and I meet with them again on Sunday.
I think they're going to help you.
Okay.
Yeah, and did will whatever the psychologist writes up, will it go to court?
We have the letter. we have the letter, but if we end up going to actual court, like a trial, like he's not budging on a lot of the custody stuff. We're kind of forcing into a trial at this point, and we need the psychologist to testify for the kids.
Yeah, I think she's going to help the kids, and I think it's going to come out in your favor because he's a con artist a little bit.
Very.
Like he's a Jekyll Hyde.
Yes. Yes. 100%.
Like he comes off charming and whatever, but anybody that really knows can see through him.
Yes, you close the door and it's a completely different person.
And also, they're going to listen to the children because the children they're 2 boys, you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like there's especially one of the boys is going to be like a really good advocate for this.
Okay.
We
don't want them to test.
No,
yeah. Go ahead.
But whatever they said to the psychologist, I feel like I don't know what it is, but I think that's going to hold a lot of weight.
Okay. We're trying not to make it where if we end up in trial, the boys don't have to testify, but it could end up being the case. And so we're hoping the psychologist can speak for them if it gets to trial.
Mm-hmm. I feel either way, it's going to come out more in your favor. I think though that he wants total custody. He wants full custody.
He gave up full custody. And we're having parenting time scheduling issues that he won't budge on in the judgment. And he's lying about his financial situation for child support calculations. And so because he's not budging and he's being deceitful, it's forcing into looking like we're going to go to trial for it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think that he doesn't want to spend money to an attorney for all that.
Yep.
And so I think it'll be last minute figuring it out.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Oh boy. Well, I so appreciate that you called in again. You got to think positive, be positive. Will it to your
yes.
favor.
I've been watching all like the numbers 111222, looking for feathers and just trying to keep the vibration high and have faith. And I break down, but I try to do it when nobody sees me.
and make sure the kids are positive and optimistic and keep their energy high and positive. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Char. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Love you so much.
I love you too, honey. Tony, thank you for bringing her in.
Of course. So anytime.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
That's tough.
So many people have so many desperate things going on in their lives. It's interesting because I read for someone recently and she doesn't have the greatest marriage.
Right.
But it's not terrible. And like years ago when there wasn't, COVID and there wasn't crazy things going on when Ukraine and the economy and the recession and blah, blah, blah. I said, why would you want to get divorced and then have to deal with all the other stuff going on and worry about financial stuff?
Oh, yeah.
It's not worth it.
Nope, not at all.
But there was a time where it was okay but you have to choose your battles in life of what's best. And she's got kids and it's not like he's horrible. He just isn't the perfect husband. He doesn't communicate well. So anyway, she's going to stay with him. So it's all good. It's all a good thing. So anyway, let's get somebody else.
Okay. 914.
Mm-hmm.
You are on the air.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. What's your name?
Megan.
Hi, Megan. Have I read for you before?
In a group session, I think over a Zoom a couple months ago.
Oh, okay. Just so you know, I don't remember what I say to people. So, did you have a question for me?
No, just someone passed recently to want to see if they're coming through.
Okay. And oh, I didn't say my prayer protection tonight. I'm going to say my prayer protection right now. We ask the universal consciousness and God that holds the highest spiritual power of knowledge, wisdom, and truth to guide and protect us as we communicate with our guides and angels in the spirit world and tap into the wisdom of the universe. We respect this opportunity and take full responsibility to use this not for ego or controlling others, but with the pure intention of spreading love and healing life on this earth and beyond. Anything that is in, near, around, or about us that is not of light, go back to where you came from. Turn to light if you choose, but stay away from us. So just be open about everybody. Don't just think of that person, okay? Because sometimes another spirit will bring somebody in. So I'm getting
sounds good.
I'm getting two things. I'm getting a J or an A, and then I'm getting an S or C.
F or C. I do have a J. A couple of J's has passed over.
Is there a male J deceased?
Yes.
Is it J, John or Joseph?
John.
John? Okay. Is that your grandpa, your dad? Who is that?
Well, I have one John on my side, and there's two Johns on my husband's side.
Okay. Well, no wonder I got the J's. Okay. So they're here. And then is there an M or N in the name of the person who passed?
Recently, her maiden name was an M.
And is the maiden name spelled M-I or M-A? Or M-O?
M-A.
Is it M-A?
M-A.
Is it M-A?
M-A would be the
Is it M-A-R or M-A-N?
I kind of spell it. Last name is McGarry.
Okay, so there's an R in it. Okay. I think that she's with those people, like her relatives. That's why I think I'm getting the last name. So I think she's with the relatives, and somebody's showing me a heart. Do you have anything of hers that's a heart?
Not that I'm aware of. We feel like she passed away with possibly a quick heart attack, we think.
Oh, okay. Then it was a heart attack, because they're showing me a heart. Yeah, so she died of a heart attack. And is there an R and an E or L? Is in her first name, is there an R in it or an E or L?
Oh, they're okay. They're in her first name there is an R and an E in it.
Is it R-E or E-R?
Oh, well, it's within the name. It doesn't start with.
Okay. I don't know that I know her name, but I know that the family. Who else is there though? Like in her family, maybe not her, but who else is an E or an R?
She's the youngest of 8, and 7 of them or 6 of them have passed already. So
okay, so do you know their names?
This is all on my husband's side.
But you don't know all their names?
No, I don't.
So that would be difficult. Okay, so that's why I got the last name, the M with the R in it and whatever, because I feel like that all those people greeted her.
Great.
Do you know if they had, if there ever was a home in the country or where there was land growing up?
Yes, definitely, yes.
Did they grow up on a farm or where there was rural area?
It was like in Ireland. They owned a farm. I wouldn't say a farm in general, but they definitely raised chickens and had cows.
I feel like they're back. I'm seeing the animals and I'm seeing the whatever, like growing things, growing, probably having gardens and growing things. And I feel like they're all together. And is John his father or his grandfather?
So John would be the husband. This is my
The husband
my father-in-law. Yeah, the husband of
so
the
your
woman that passed.
mother-in-law passed away.
Yeah, yes.
So John met her. That was her husband.
Her husband, and also he has a brother, John, too. I'm assuming hopefully he's there with her.
Yeah, I think they're both there. They all met her in there's a real celebration. And what's in May or March?
You know, I don't, no birthdays, no anniversary around that. I'm not certain.
Okay. And is there a celebration now or coming up?
The funeral's on Monday.
Funeral. So it's a celebration of life.
Yes.
Okay, so she just crossed.
Literally 2 days ago on Wednesday.
Wow. So that's why I feel like more of the family's around than her, because she's getting acclimated to the other side, but in a good way. It's all really good.
I know she's happy.
Yeah. Do you know Patrick or Peter or P?
We do have, we have living, if they could living. I have a Patrick on my side and my husband's side.
Are they coming to the Monday?
I don't know. One of them's flying up. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And do you know Richard or Rick or Robert? Or an R.
Yeah. Yeah. Robert. Yes.
Robert's. Is that her family?
It's they're probably they'll be in-laws. So it's not her direct brother. It's her brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law. Yeah, there's a bunch of people around, and there's Margaret or Mary or
Margaret. Yes, Margaret. Yes.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. And the other thing I'm seeing, which is weird, is a turtle.
Turtle. Okay.
I don't know why I'm seeing a turtle, like the turtle won the race, unless did she have a handbag that was like a lizard or like
not that I'm aware of, but I'm going to make a note of that.
I'm seeing like the shell of something or the skin of something that has.
Okay.
It almost looks like a Petoskey stone. Do you know what a Petoskey stone is?
I don't.
It's a stone that has, well, because I'm from Michigan and those are up north, but it's a round thing. It's a round, flat thing with little round circles in it, but they're not exact circles. So I don't know what that means.
Okay.
But anyway, I have no idea why I'm seeing that. And is she cremated?
No.
She's going to be buried.
Yes.
Okay. Who's Margaret?
I believe it's her mother.
Yeah, that I think they're having a great celebration. I think they're just having a great celebration. They're having a great celebration, and I think she doesn't want to turn back.
Okay. Nope, I wouldn't think she wants to.
She does not want to come back here.
Okay, excellent.
It was time, and honestly, it was a blessing that it was a heart attack, because they showed me the heart, and I think that is what it was.
As they were saying, it was a blessing because her mind was going. So
it was a blessing.
Like a good thing.
Heart, boom, boom, gone, perfect. Didn't suffer. Well, she suffered because her mind was going, but it was time. It was a blessing. All right.
Well, thank you, Char. I appreciate it.
I'm so sorry for your loss, because it's always hard for all of us when we lose somebody, but you know, she can.
Yeah, she has a lot of family up there. I think she's in a great place, and it's just nice to hear those names and
yeah,
have her be with them.
It's all good. It's all good. So the other M besides the Mick, whatever last name, was the Margaret that was trying to come in.
Oh, Margaret.
I've got my daughter.
Okay.
All right. God bless you. Be well.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Do you want to get another one in, Miss Shaw?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't we have time?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
we
have.
got time.
We have some time. Well, let's do a 509. I think it's Washington State. So let's see.
Oh, cool.
509, you're on the air with Char.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello there.
How are
I
you?
just found you a couple weeks ago.
You did? Was I lost? I'm teasing.
Well, maybe I was lost.
But now we're found. Was blind, but now
We
I
found
see.
each other.
We did. It's so nice to meet you. What's your name?
Tammy.
Pardon?
Tammy.
Tammy or Pammy?
With a T. T
Tammy.
as in Tom.
Tammy, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. So I want to know if there was ever a fire around you. If you had
There have been lots of fires around us.
Oh, are you talking about where you live, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, so not a fire in your home, but fires. Can you smell?
There was a fire in my home when I was a little girl.
Okay, I think they're talking about the fire in your home when you were young, but no one got hurt, right?
Nope. Nobody was home.
Yeah, they're talking about the fire. And they're talking about who's Mary, Margaret, Marie. Could be a middle name, first name.
I have an Aunt Mary.
Yeah, I think she's around
I have
you.
an Aunt Mary, and I have several aunts with the middle name of Marie.
Yeah, I feel like they're around you. And I feel like there's also a J. I know I get that a lot, but there's a J. Like
Yes.
John.
I actually had two J's.
John or Joseph or Jim or Jay.
One a relative, one not.
Mm-hmm. Is it one of the names I said?
Both are John.
Both are John. Okay. Was one a romance?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And have you had a confusion about that, John?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And is he kind of in and out of your life, or is he gone now?
He was in and out, and now he's gone.
Mm-hmm. And I think it broke your heart.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I think you're surprised I picked up on him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So here's the deal. He didn't deserve you.
I've heard that before.
And anybody who loves you and knows you knows he didn't deserve you. So you need to like own your self-love and have self-esteem and know that he didn't deserve you. And that you kept taking him back because you're a forgiving, kind, loving person. But he didn't appreciate it. He was kind of narcissistic and selfish. Now, excuse me, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to come back again. But I don't think you should allow him around you. I think you need to cut him off and move on.
Well, he's one of the ones, he passed recently.
Oh, good. Then he can't come around. Did he? Oh, so then that's interesting. Maybe he's like apologizing. Maybe he's apologizing, but you need to like move on from the energy of him.
Easier said than done, but I agree.
Because your emotions, even though he's a spirit or whatever, you still felt, oh, he was the love of my life. Am I
I
right?
was confused about it before, but well, I wondered about it before. You know, is he, isn't he? But after he passed, I kind of figured that he probably was.
The love of your life.
Right.
What I think is that he was unfinished karmic business. I think it was unfinished business karmically, and you deserve way better.
That's funny because he and I had a conversation about that not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. And I just feel like you need to be, it would be nice if you can be open-minded if you want to be in a relationship, because I feel like you could really meet somebody who would be nicer and more appreciative. He wasn't appreciative of you enough. He must be here. Why would I pick up on that, you know? And I also feel like you need to cut off those emotions with him because you're still being loyal to him. And then, you know, when people die, we like, what's the word? Like we build them up like they're really amazing when they weren't. You know what I mean?
There were points when I saw him as absolutely amazing, and other times that, like you said, my heart was broken.
Yeah. Well, look at the bottom line is you finished your karma with him. Has he come to you since he died?
I believe so.
Like in a dream, or you just felt him in the room?
Twice in a dream, and once the day he died, a picture of him kept falling at my feet.
Yeah, that totally is a sign. So he loved you as much as he could love anybody. You need to know that. But he wasn't good enough for you. And anybody, and like I said, anybody who knows and loves you would tell you that. So next time there's a somebody, if you allow somebody in, because we create our destiny by the choices we make, the next time you allow somebody in, make sure that they're equally as giving and kind as you are.
Well, that means a lot, just to know that he did love me as much as he was capable. He often told me that I was the best friend he didn't want to lose.
Yeah.
I never quite believed it, but sometimes I would.
Did they call you after he crossed over?
Yes, I got a call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, time to move on. And time
so you think we finished whatever business we had?
Yep, you finish your karma. But, you know, and you need to tell him if he's going to meet you on the other side, he better be nicer. He better change, he better grow, because otherwise he's not going to be with you. Because you're a much more pure, kinder soul than he is. You know what I mean?
I think he tried really hard, but struggled with that.
Yeah, but you made excuses for him all the time. So.
Yes, I did. Still do.
You're still making excuses for him. Yeah, because there's nobody who loved him as much as you do, but you deserve better. And if I were you, I would keep doors open to meet somebody new. I think you could meet a nice guy. Why am I seeing a motorcycle or a small car?
He drove both.
He drove like a sports car or motorcycle?
He had both at different times.
Yeah. Yeah, because I see you went with him, broke up, went, broke up, went, broke up. It was a roller coaster for you. Anyway, thank you so much for calling.
Yes. Thank you for everything. You're amazing.
Oh, that's so kind. Well, Sonny thinks so.
And thank you, Tony.
Sonny
welcome.
thinks that about his mommy. Anyway, thank you so much for calling. Be well.
Have a wonderful night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's a
There you
picture right
go.
there. Look at that picture of mama and son.
There you go, everybody. So, Tony, thank you for a wonderful evening.
Of course.
And
Thank you. It was fun. I had a great time.
I always have fun with you. And I want to thank everybody who's watching, who's a Char visionary. You are all welcome to go to char.net, char.net, and sign up for my Patreon if you want to be in a healing group there in the 3rd tier. And I will be back next week doing readings. So I want you guys to call in. I want to thank Cheryl and Jennifer also for being here. And mostly I want to thank you guys. Oh, look at, he says, Mommy, it's bedtime. I want to thank you guys for all your support and love. And remember, intuition will take you places logic never could. Bye-bye. Good night.
Night.